So I'm sitting here, it's been about 30 or 40 minutes, and I've been trying to figure out what video I'm gonna make next. I started posting on this channel, I think January 2021, and I made a commitment this year to really put out videos, at least 1 or 2 videos every month, and commit to doing something that I've always wanted to do. I set out to create the channel I wish I had when I was younger, and I felt like I was finally ready to achieve that. I felt like I had achieved that actually. I was overflowing with tons of ideas that I wanted to execute, and YouTube was the perfect platform to do that with. I felt like I could never run out of ideas, and it hasn't really been that long since I chose to commit to this, and I feel like I'm back at square one. Don't get it twisted, I don't think this is burnout per se, although it could be. However, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Nah, but for real though, everything changed when I looked at the view count of my last video because Now, I know I'm not the only person who experiences this weird thing where your mind just seizes at the thought of people actually seeing the work that you put out for people to see. Now, in my short career of being a little YouTuber, my content has changed quite a bit, and I'm well aware of the fact that a good chunk of my subscribers now and folks who follow me on other platforms have come to find my artwork after a major shift in my content and how I choose to present myself. In this video, I will be dipping my toes into the space of the video essayist. But instead of doing a deep breakdown of high art's inherent ties to all the isms, I'm going to follow in the steps of the Queen Bee in America's Got a Problem. I'm going to frame this as a commentary on working artists trying to work within the creator economy, but I'm really just going to talk about myself. I'm not about to do all that research, and I'm not about to cite shit. I'm just going to talk, and you can agree to disagree. I'm going to talk a lot about my time being a creator on the internet. Why is my voice shaking? Oh no! So I'm a child of the internet. I've been on the internet since AOL days. Beep beep boop beep. Yep. Hearing that fucking dial-up sound every time you try to use the phone when somebody's on the internet. Me when I'm on Barbie.com. But it wasn't until about 2017 when I chose to create a public art account. I kind of just wanted to put my art out there. I wanted to be a bit more open about it. Before, when I was in high school, it was kind of just something that I just did in art class, and I only really shared my art here and there, but it was still very, very personal to me, and my art is still personal to me. I feel a bit differently about it now. I was very timid before, but I really wanted to try and get commissions, and I had done it a couple times in high school, and I thought, maybe if I share my art to more people, I could do it again. But I chose to do this kind of separate from my personal account. I didn't really want people I knew to be invested in what I was doing at the time. I think I just wanted to start fresh. I'd always had anonymous identities on the internet anyways, so I was like, all right, let's start a new blank slate. I began drawing and trying digital painting. I drew a lot of portraits, and I got really comfortable drawing on it, and I began to open up commissions after I did a few portraits, and I shared 2 of them with some YouTubers that I watched, and they both shared it on their accounts, and I got a lot of views from it. Now, my account was not huge starting off. Everybody starts off very small. I started off very small too. My sister also helped me. My sister's been my biggest supporter, y'all. She got her work friends to support me, and they weren't really you know how it is when your siblings or your family's friends, they're just there to be there, but they're not really that invested. It was still helpful overall, and I did get a few commissions through that. Started from the bottom, and now we're here. Anytime I start to feel bad about where I'm at, I do like to look back. And that was the inspiration for this video too. I was just looking back at this video right here, and these are my thoughts when I first created my channel. Hello. I don't know what prompted me to film, but hi. So I've been recording things all year and just not posting them. It is November 15th, and I have a huge backlog of footage that could be edited and uploaded as videos and whatnot. But don't know what I'm gonna do with that footage just yet, but I don't know. This will be posted whenever I get to it.
One eternity later.
And I'm gonna be putting this on my coffee just because I'm still so fucking scared of putting myself out there. I really turned on this camera with like nothing to say. At least I thought I had something to say. I have a lot of different reasons as to why I didn't post. Being scared is just one out of many. Things are starting to become a little bit more clear, and I'm starting to really understand what I want to do. Next year, 2022, I feel like things will be very, very different. I don't know how to feel about most of this year, but this was a year of self-isolation for me. I think next year I will be going full-time freelance. I don't know how we're gonna start, but I'm getting things in order. Next year is gonna be a big year, so this may be the last vlog I record this year, and all the footage will be uploaded next year. That's terrible. But I just found it to be really interesting. You know, at this point, I was very unsure of whether I wanted to make a YouTube channel. I just felt like I wanted to do something different. I'm really glad that I did, because I wouldn't be here making this right now. But backtrack this a little bit. I began streaming on Twitch shortly after I started my art Instagram account. At first, I thought that streaming art was like this thing that no one ever did, but I just wasn't really exposed to it, and I wasn't familiar with Twitch, and I was really in for a surprise when I made my Twitch account. There were already a lot of art streamers. First of all, I was like, oh, y'all figured it out already? But this also exposed me to other gamers. Specifically, I was searching for Black girl gamers, and then I found the group Black Girl Gamers, and that was really awesome. I think that was a great gateway for me to meet new people. It's always nice to join Twitch through communities. Not everyone does it, and some people join groups outside of Twitch and get exposed to streamers within those groups, and that's what happened for me. And I think I was able to make closer friends. I don't know, I think I just got lucky, but I don't know, I saw it as another way for me to be able to share my art, and I still do it from time to time. Link below. I go live whenever the fuck I want. Schedules are a scam. Now, I knew Twitch was mainly a gaming site, and I just kind of wanted to be in the art genre or art niche, whatever, but I ended up playing a lot of games because it did reignite my love for gaming. I kind of fell off for a while because college kept me really busy, but for a couple years I stuck with doing gaming, and it was fun, and I actually got a lot of opportunities through that. First of all, I met so many incredible people, made tons of cool connections, and I was able to get like what do you call, I don't know, brand collaborations. That was cool. You know, getting posted on the front page of Twitch a few times, more than how many times? I was on the front page a few times. I felt like I fumbled on one of those front page events, so like I just never want to do it again. Nah. And that was really a privilege to be able to do that. It's really hard for Black creators to get any attention on Twitch, to be honest with you. It's really hard to get any attention on Twitch in general, but it's really bad. It's especially bad for marginalized creators. So, you know, getting those opportunities were cool, even though it happened during a very, you know, tumultuous time. But where I think I just was a little bit too distracted from my artwork. That started to weigh on me a little bit. I streamed on Twitch throughout college, and you know, it paid for my lunch, but I was really ready to just dive into my artwork, and I just turned all my attention towards creating original art and trying out the disciplines that I didn't get to focus on in college. I found it really hard to try and squeeze in art streams between my gaming streams amongst all the other things that I have to do in my personal life, because I just felt like I couldn't divide my focus evenly. After like a year or more of not really doing any art streams, I decided to put away the games. I miss them. Now I still play occasionally, just a lot less than I did before. I decided to take all the skills that I learned from my previous full-time jobs, like when I was an art gallery assistant, and when I worked in a corporate office doing graphic design, and when I was doing gaming marketing. I wanted to combine all of that to really help me solidify my brand, I guess. I wanted to use that to push my artwork out and really make that what Mojo 97 is. I'm really passionate about what I've been able to do all this time. I really wanted to pour my all into it, so that's what I've been doing all year, and it's the reason why I just kind of put Twitch on the back burner. Now I say that, but I've recently begun streaming again on Twitch. I haven't streamed since I think maybe May of this year. That's a long time for me. Also, I was already streaming very sporadically. However, a part of me was thinking about kind of going back to my old content because I'm, the future's scary. What I'm doing is brand new to me, and I've been a little worried. But I decided to go back and look at some of my old content, especially some of these hidden vlogs that I have where I talk about my insecurities at that time. This video, and that's almost a full year ago. Some of those things I was a little bit worried about, I'm realizing I didn't have to be that worried about. But now I got no worries, so it's just a big old cycle and I'm just stressed a lot. As we near the end of this video, I realized that I have to make a point about all of this shit that I just babbled. Like, what was the point? I made this video because I felt stuck. I did not know what to make, as I said earlier. And the thing is that I have videos planned. I have them, I have my outlines. I have them not really scripted, like somewhat scripted. I don't know. I'm kind of freestyling right now. I'm trying a new thing. But, I have ideas. I have things that I can act on. And I have a backlog of content that I can just edit. And for some reason, I feel like I just can't put any of it out. I especially feel like this because of the next video that I do have planned to do that I'm kind of dreading. I have to do my Artist Alley video. Why do I sound scared? I want to make a video talking about my experiences at Artist Alley. By the time you're watching this, I'm not sure when I'm going to post this, but right now I've done about 3 cons and I wanted to give, an honest overview of how I felt about the con. And, being honest is scary. That's why a lot of people don't fucking do it.
Bada bop boom. Pow.
It's just kind of hard exposing yourself. I'm doing that bit by bit as I continue to make content on the internet, and it's like really freeing and dreadful experience at the same time. I kind of just want to put my perspective on these things out there for people who may come from backgrounds like me. And I haven't shared too much about my background, but I come from 2 immigrant parents and they expected me to go to college and I went. The economy. The economy is a commoner. I realize that I'm pursuing my Artist Alley dreams at a very precarious time in this country, and there are other people doing the same thing as we speak. I thought I could at least put my thoughts on how it is. Watching videos from years ago, some things may be a little bit different and there may be some more perspectives that haven't been put out there. But knowing that people watched my last video and found me at the convention through my video, which was wild to me. Knowing that videos can do that, I figure maybe my perspective can be helpful, but it's rough and it's also daunting because I want to make this. This is one of these videos that I'm imagining how perfect it could be in my head, and if it doesn't come out the way I want it to, I'm gonna be upset. And I feel like it's one of those videos that I'm gonna pour a lot of effort into, and the algorithm gonna do what the algorithm do, and it may not do what I want it to do. So just having that in mind makes it a little bit daunting. We're gonna do it, and y'all gonna see it. By the time you're watching this, I may be editing it, hopefully.
The lies! There you go, this bitch.
The lies.
Hopefully. But reflecting on myself from a year ago, knowing that at that time I was imagining where I would be right now and seeing where I'm at, I can't help but crack a little smile. I don't know if anyone else who's a creator, I'm sure many creators, whether you do art and drawing like me, or if you create other types of content, or if you just create for the sake of creating, I'm sure there's some things that you can relate to. Drop a sentence or 2 in the comments. How often do you look back at what you've created before, or maybe who you were before? I just kind of make an effort to be a better person, a better version of myself every day. So it's nice to look back sometimes and see that some of the things I wanted to accomplish, I did accomplish. And even if I didn't meet certain goals, I see the growth and we love to see it. I hope this video wasn't pointless. It kind of feels pointless. It's running on too long, so I'm gonna head out. I hope you enjoyed this old ass footage of me. I just needed to use it so I could delete it. Sorry, my makeup was just too fire to just delete this footage. I lost so much footage during my hard drive crash. Y'all saw it. Some of y'all saw it. It was bad. I'm gonna cherish what I do have, so I'm gonna post that shit and I'm gonna stop sitting on footage that doesn't get posted. I'm either gonna get rid of it or push it out or do something with it. I don't know, but I'll see y'all later.